Boxing Ego here. If you like this video, make sure you hit the like button and also subscribe to the channel and hit the bell icon on the top of your screen to get notified when the latest new content drops. 1.
Easy work, you some easy ass work. I don't know you be, I don't know you lost to. HBO need to fire you, you don't know shit about.
What up, Fight World? It's your boy Ego and I'm back with some more boxing. Make sure you smash the like button. Make sure you hit the subscribe button. Back with that easy work. Now, Floyd Mayweather, he posted right before the 4th of July, this, what you see on screen, and he says, I'm just months away from opening up my very own strip club in Las Vegas, Nevada called The Girl Collection. And then he put his website, www.themoneyteam.com. And now is the time. It's getting ready to open. I don't know the exact grand opening or launch date, but you've seen the clip at the beginning. Floyd Mayweather and his associates, they're willing a ton of money into a vehicle, and that's to get ready for the launch of this strip club, the Girl Club. And the caption reads, Floyd Mayweather picking up cash with some of his close associates as he gets everything lined up for the opening of his new gentleman's club, the Girl Collection. Right? So he posted that on the Girl Collection's official Instagram. Make sure you follow him at Girl Collection. And then he also posted it, he reposted it on his regular verified page, on his Instagram page. So he's gearing up, ready for the launch. And you even see people like Tank, who's a friend of Floyd Mayweather, outside the ring. And I'm not talking about Gervonta Davis, I'm talking about the singer Tank. And I guess a lot of people were criticizing Floyd basically for... So, bottom line, whether you love him or hate him as an athlete, as a man, as a person, you gotta admit that Floyd Mayweather is a marketing genius and he's a savvy businessman. Coming from Grand Rapids, moving to Las Vegas, that was obviously the perfect migration to start this empire. They did a special and they were talking about Floyd Mayweather, all the jobs when he was fighting, all the jobs that were produced, from bartenders to like taxi or Uber drivers, to the casinos were more crowded because it was big business. Now, even in the afterlife, after the boxing life, I should say, he's already doing these separate endeavors. Like, okay, Las Vegas, Floyd Mayweather, and they're having a topless strip club, you know what I mean, that serves alcohol with his name attached to it. And Mayweather already has that kind of persona of the flashiest and the flyest, you know what I'm saying, TMT, and I wear the most flashy and fly, you know what I mean, that money. So I think it kind of goes hand in hand, as opposed to, let's say, Manny Pacquiao, if he's like, dude, not that Pacquiao probably back in the day was at them strip clubs. That's why him and Jinky almost divorced. But you get what I'm saying. His demeanor now and his whole persona is that of kind of a church-going, God-fearing man. Not saying that Floyd doesn't fear God, but I'm just saying his whole image, it wouldn't even make sense for Pacquiao to be opening a strip club based on the stuff he said recently and how he's kind of like this born-again Christian. But with Floyd Mayweather, it kind of goes hand in hand, and he does a lot of sports betting. He's friends with a lot of athletes, and it's just having that name attached to it, I think, will make the club successful. Not to mention the location. It's Las Vegas, you know what I mean? I actually never been to one in Las Vegas, right? I haven't really went to many strip clubs in life in general, but that's just me. But it's clearly an area with a market for that. People hit the strip and then go to South Las Vegas and go to the strip club with Floyd Mayweather's name attached to it. It's big business, right? Just like Mayweather Promotions, fighters like Tank Davis, Gervonta Tank Davis, he already has like a built-in level of exposure because it says Mayweather Promotions when people write articles, Floyd Mayweather's fighter, Mayweather Promotions, or they might even say it on these fighters' outfits, the Richardson Hitchens and different guys like that. So just having that name is kind of a cosign to someone who's already successful. So I think this, the girl collection, definitely has the potential in terms of location. And the fact that they serve alcohol versus some of the fully nude strip clubs, they don't allow the sale of alcohol. Probably want to prevent fights or perverts from getting out of hand and, you know what I mean, obnoxious with the girls and stuff like that. So they don't sell alcohol. But I'm not like people don't come pre-drunk, but it's different when you can buy drinks there. You know what I mean? This is just business. You know what I'm saying? Floyd is a smart businessman. There's nothing else you can say. You know what I mean? He already has the apparel. I see people in different countries sometimes wearing that TMT. I forgot, it was someone from Ukraine, like that was wearing, and they were with some people overseas and they were wearing it. I seen Billy Joe Saunders. He was out in the UK with Tyson Fury, and one of the people in their little clique and their little squad had a TMT hat. So, you know what I mean? It's just big business. He has different, like he says, like I said before, I made some smart investments. He's doing that because Floyd is making sure that even if he doesn't fight, even let's say he doesn't fight Conor McGregor, which obviously is easily going to earn him guaranteed 100 mil plus for a fight like that, just because it's a weird circus fight. Even if he doesn't fight, he's doing these little things to create more avenues for making money, and you got to give it up to him. Whether you agree with strip clubs or all of his personal decisions, at the end of the day, you can't take away his savvy in terms of being a businessman and his business acumen. It's just, it is what it is. And if you go as far as saying he's a horrible businessman, then you're clearly just hating, because there's other guys like Manny Pacquiao even. He has a boss. All this time he's been fighting, and he still has to get approval through Bob Arum. Whereas Floyd doesn't really have to do that. Floyd doesn't have to beg Al Heyman to let him take a fight. Even like, let's say Pacquiao was trying to do his own side deal with Amir Khan, and Bob Arum was like, no, it'll never happen. Amir Khan just wants a payday. And like, you know what I mean? And that ended up toppling and falling apart. And now Pacquiao's fighting who Bob Arum wanted him to fight in the beginning, which is Jeff Horn, right? A fight most fans don't want to see, right? Pacquiao would have a bit more creative control if he started Manny Pacquiao Promotions or 222 Promotions or something, but he doesn't. Floyd is in that position where he's El Capitan. He's the captain of the ship. He can kind of call the shots as he sees fit. He can, you know what I mean? He can select people. Like, I want to fight Conor McGregor, and Conor says he's down, and then a fight could possibly get made. And if it doesn't get made, it's probably because Conor is not his own boss, and he doesn't have the luxury of just saying, hey, I want to fight Floyd in a different sport other than the UFC. He has to get approvals. Like, he has to check in with his parents versus, let's say, somebody else, another kid who their parents don't care. So they can just go out whenever. They don't really have to ask for permission if they can sleep over at their friends. They could just do it. And then, you know what I mean? I knew people like that. I knew kids like that where, like, I had to ask, hey, can I go to this party? Hey, can I stay the night at Justin's house? He's having a sleep over, all these, and I'm talking when I'm a kid, so y'all don't leave no crazy comments, but I had to get, that's just my upbringing, you know what I mean? We'd have to get permission. But some kids, their parents would just let them do whatever, and they could just go to and from as they please. And like I said, nothing you could do, you can't take away Floyd Mayweather's savvy as a businessman, you know what I mean? Even, I'll be 100% honest. When I was looking at Mayweather Promotions, like his squad, his whole roster of fighters, at a point in time, I was like, nah, I don't really see anybody on there that's really going to take his kind of pound for pound crown, right? Who's going to really just blow up and be like maybe a huge star, because some of the fighters took premature losses, you know what I mean, like J. Leon Love and different people, and then other fighters we hadn't really seen enough of them. They've been signed for a while, we haven't seen, but now everything's starting to pick up and it's a little bit different. He's doing these like little small Reno shows or Sam's Club, Sam's Town, whatever it's called, things like that. Kevin Newman just fought, Andrew Tabiti just fought. Nino Rodriguez, Saul Rodriguez just fought. And he has new people, new faces. Richardson, Hitchens. I seen the dude at the media day. He looks very skilled. He's an Olympian. He has people like Daniel Gonzalez, another very talented fighter who has a style that should appeal. And he's Mexican American, if I'm not mistaken. So he has like a different demographic that he'll be able to have embrace him as he gets bigger. And then obviously we have guys like Gervonta Tank Davis, who just became a champion. You know what I'm saying? So now the Mayweather stable is not looking like so crazy now. It's looking like, damn, some of these guys, they could really be big. I think Tank Davis, him right there, if he wins in the UK, he just proved he's a road warrior. If he stops someone else, then he'll have pretty much all knockouts except for one, like Deontay Wilder in his division. And the sky's the limit. People like, you know what I mean, he has the look, he's flashy, he has an entertaining style. So the Mayweather promotions stable, to me, is kind of filling out. And it's like you're starting to see some people that could like step up and kind of take the torch. Even Badu Jack, shout out to my dude Jack the Ripper. At first, you know what I mean, he got stopped, so a lot of people had doubts. And like, oh man, but in the last couple of years, he's been working his ass off. He fought against Anthony Durrell. I thought Anthony Durrell, to be honest, I thought he was going to beat him. Proved me wrong. George Groves, I didn't make a pick on that, but I knew it was a close fight. I thought it was going to be a close fight, and then he knocked down George Groves, and he won that. Then I thought he beat James DeGale. So I'm already done underestimating Badu Jack. I think he can have success at light heavyweight. He has the frame, and he's a worker, right? So I thought he beat James DeGale. I don't think it was a draw. He was knocking his teeth out and stuff. Good fight, though. So there's some talent there, man. You know what I mean? Definitely talent. And then on top of that, you got Floyd doing these business ventures, a gentleman's club in Las Vegas. I mean, it doesn't take rocket science to realize like, hey, this probably will work. It'll probably, for the amount he has to invest in this, it's like a 6,000 square foot building. You know what I mean? You get some nice lighting, get some pretty girls. And that's another thing. Let me just talk about this. Like, because I understand business. Some of y'all don't. Some of y'all are just like, oh, but Floyd, domestic violence, Floyd ran. Watch Pacquiao in slow motion. You know what I'm saying? You're not really looking at the way I think. I don't care who it is. I study people, and I want to see why they become successful, and I kind of reverse engineer it. But you guys can keep doing what you do, just talk about everybody and gossip and all that, and this guy's a filth Lauren and filth and bitch and pussy and all this stuff. That's cool. That's not me though. But I do this, like, you know what I mean? I want to see like what makes this dude so successful. And like I said, he just makes smart business decisions. Another thing with, if you really think about a strip club or a topless bar or titty bar, whatever you want to call it, and Floyd Mayweather, Floyd, like I said earlier, has the name that will resonate within like the hip hop community, urban life, and things like that, to the point where girls would be lining up. Most likely, you could probably get some time. Even Floyd's lifestyle, he'd be having masseuses and people rubbing his toes and stuff that look right. You know what I mean? Girls that look good. You know what I mean? Shout out to Kitschy and Bad Medina and all the people that be around him. Like, there's some beautiful women around there, right? And the thing is, that Floyd Mayweather name and just having that as his like demeanor or persona or whatever you want to call it, having beautiful women around, I think that'll attract girls who are in that industry. So it'll probably be some fine women in the club, which is what I'm trying to say. But some of y'all rather talk about men, penises, and stuff like that, so you wouldn't understand. But that's just what I think. I think the Floyd Mayweather brand can attract some females that'll probably want to be like, you know what I mean? Oh, I could make, you know what I mean, a couple racks a night working at this club. It's new, it's fresh, it's hot, you know what I'm saying? And it's associated with Mayweather. You can kind of imagine his whole moniker is Money May and the Money Team. So I can imagine some high rollers will probably roll through that. You know what I mean? He has celebrity friends, Jamie Foxx and Tank and all these sports players, Isaiah Thomas and all these people. You know what I mean? He'll probably get people like that, Drake and Future and all these people, to come through at some point, right? And I think all that ties into that club being successful and making money. Now, the last thing I want to talk about is Floyd Mayweather. He posted his picture with Magic Johnson. Hey, you know me and Cookie, we had to work it out. And Floyd Mayweather said, just had a great meeting with Magic Johnson. It's about time for me to buy an NBA team. If you're ready to sell your NBA team, please get in touch with me. Hashtag TMT, hashtag Michigan, hashtag Living Legends, hashtag Businessmen. Crazy, you know what I'm saying? What other boxer? There's other success. Anthony Joshua, he's making a lot of money with the Klitschko fight. Canelo's making a lot of money, but there's not a lot of people that I've seen. I mean, obviously it's not a fair comparison because Joshua and Canelo are both active fighters, but still, not everyone's thinking about their future. They got some endorsement deals and stuff like that, but Floyd is plotting and pinpointing specific things that he can do, even if he doesn't lace them up ever again. Mayweather Promotions, he has his gentleman's club now. He's talking about buying an NBA team. He's doing sports betting. I'm sure he has real estate invested in and owns property. He's doing like little club tours, promo tours, where he goes to different places. I mean, that's how you make money, point blank, period. And again, a lot of you guys have radical hate, so you're not gonna understand anything I'm saying. Oh, you love Floyd, and just stupid, silly comments. But again, that's probably why you're broke, because Warren Buffett told me, he says, there's a quote from Warren Buffett that says something to the effect of, it's basically about diversifying. And he says you should not rely on one single income ever. You have to basically diversify, and you should have 8 different simultaneous ways of making money and income. And that's what a lot of rich people do. They have things that are working in the background behind the scenes on autopilot. They can have a main job, let's say they're an actor, but then they have money being made because they own Wendy's, a couple of Wendy's food chains or something, or they own a hotel or whatever, and that's what it is. Let me know what you guys think. Floyd Mayweather, his gentleman's club, girl collection, coming soon to Las Vegas. Let me know how you think it'll do. Let me know if you're gonna go, if you live in that area, and what does that bring to Vegas. Also, let me know if you think Conor McGregor, Floyd Mayweather will ever get hashed out, or will the UFC stand in the way? Drop that in the comment section. Make sure you share the video, like the video as always. Hate, comment, and subscribe. Until next video, Ego Cinema. So if you enjoyed this video and want more content like this on the channel, you can show your appreciation by going to the PayPal donate button or the YouTube support button. And you can donate any amount that you feel is equivalent to the value of this video. Much more to come. Thank you guys for your support. Boxing Ego, the future of boxing.